to get you checked in then. Fantastic.
Ja, jeg jævlig glad for at ikke jeg skal sitte foran I dag, altså.
Du det, ja?
Det ser helt rødt ut.
Oi! Oi, så gøy. Men Bergen ok, hva? Ja. Bergen ok. Rain and drizzle. På tempo, men det altså ikke noe dårlig. Men så var det galt nå. Freezing fog. Ja vel, det ser ut som jeg skal fly det her I dag.
Det ser sånn ut.
Ja.
Så er veldig lurt.
Ja. Ok. Da går det kanskje litt tregt også, så vi bør kanskje ta med litt ekstra fuel.
Ja. 500 først, og så er det 800 I midten.
Trondheim glimrende. Hva ble dette da? 40 minutter. Og så da samme.
Skal vi ha samme, det vil si 10 minutter?
Nei, 40.
Ja, og det vil bare forsikre om at det er samme.
Same. Ok. Okay.
So, what's next?
Getting on board the plane.
All right.
Yeah. You want to come?
Please.
Maybe we should take this one. No further. Det var 26, ja. Der står en flymaskin her, altså.
Ja, det er 27.
Nei, 27. Ser du?
Sånn, vær så god.
Jeg skal bare ta oppførelsen her for å bli familie.
Ja.
Det blir så avsløringen.
Jan, vil du ha frokost? Agua naturale kommer her.
Hive en bok, så får dere spise den.
Ja.
Da skal vi ut, ja.
Ja, gjør det. Har du crewliste? Jeg glemte å ha crewliste.
Det har jeg.
Come on in.
Thanks.
This is a nice, cozy, homely place. Huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Der har vi noe.
Thank you.
So first things you do, you adjust your seat on them.
Yeah, the strange thing is that there are very few people who have perfect bodies.
Yeah.
So almost every time I have to adjust. It's only when I park the aircraft late at night and then come back in the morning and find the same aircraft, and that's when there's been somebody with a perfect body there. So adjust the seat, get the seat belt secured. See that it all fits. That's for the pedals. You adjust that by turning the screw down there. Get out the plates. While the co-pilot is downstairs doing the walk around, I'll have to fly this. We normally in SAS we fly every second leg, and I'll have to fly this one as it is possibly category 2 or category 3 conditions in Oslo, and that means that I will have to do the landing. So that means that I do the first leg. Adjusting the lights. Oxygen mask tested on my side. And you of course have to do the same thing on your oxygen just to check to see that it works. The trim of the aircraft. Or climb to 5005 in holding pattern Bratta og Vollo. LNAV, VNAV, autopilot on after cleanup. Pre-flight checklist.
Oxygen.
100 left.
Right side instrument transfer switches. Normal window heat on. Pressurization mode selector. Auto flight instruments.
Heading is 136, QNH 1010, reading 180.
1010, 180 and 136. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
MCP.
My flight 173 4000 set.
Checklist completed.
Jaha. Ingen starter vel cut-out.
Starter cut out.
Ah. Both are running nicely. You may disconnect. Thank you much for your help. See you next time.
Klar, har du gått? 106, take to Charlie Spark.
Yes. Da hører du meg. Ja.
God morgen.
Og Jan, du hører oss.
Morning, no shuttle 651. Clear to Oslo, so 3 Charlie departure, 1717.
Yes, flap one.
Clear to Oslo, so 3 Charlie.
Left side. Check the right side. Auto brake, RT. Engine start levers. Weather and energy.
Free and set.
Back rolls.
Check.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Cabin clear. Proceed. Checklist completed.
Heading.
Clear right. Scan right. Taxi.
Scanner 252, take the order from runway 17 by Charlie.
Charlie Yankee.
Here we go.
Come again, land. Shuttle 651, push start through, QNH 101.
Charlie.
QNH 101,
Jump away.
7361, contact Stavanger radar, frequency 135, 675.
Very quiet morning.
Yeah. Very nice.
182, good morning, South approved, QNH 1010, I have a clearance.
Typical West Norwegian day, grey skies.
What's the name of the shipper?
Petersburg, Charlie departure.
That's a Sea King.
Call of 1182.
Okay, departure 17 Bergen, Flesland, full length, slightly damp runway. Full thrust on flap 5s. No special performance considerations. A lot is happening in the morning when we start up. There's a lot of stuff going on there, you know. Planning and loading the computers and it's a little rushed initially. Then it all calms down as soon as we pull away from the gate. We can do the things on our own. Oh yeah.
Hello, 252, runway 17 clear for takeoff, wind 150 and 120, remain discreet. Can I go?
Notify you.
Kevin notified. Flaps.
5, green light.
Stabilizer.
4 units, set.
Check it completed.
Clear. Clear. Anything was good. Very good. Runway 17, slow to that. Runway compasses checked.
First set.
on the ground, run-ups, every 10, husker du om det er 10 eller 15, eller hva er det for noe? 10? Det står ikke litt for noe. Freezing fog må vi bare gjøre det, hvis vi blir taxende lenge, så må vi kjøre noe run-up sånn. Ja. As it is freezing fog condition, we are thinking about the engines and run-ups on the ground. If we have to taxi a long time, we need to run up the engines at regular intervals to make sure that they stay clear. And we'll of course use all available engine anti-ice and wing anti-ice systems to make sure that we don't get any damage to the engines. Freezing fog conditions normally makes things go very slowly, so we'll just have to take the time that we need. The approach facilities in Oslo are very good. They're very modern. It's a modern new airport, and there are no problems with landing in the weather, but as the airport has both category 2 and category 3 facilities, and they're running category 3 operations right now. But the freezing fog is or could be a concern if we don't plan and execute according to the procedures. So we get a connection list for the passengers. So apparently, as we saw when planning, it's a fog conditions all over the southeastern part of Norway, which gives problems especially for the VFR traffic. We just heard probably a chopper call in for another airfield and was told to land outside the airfield. And you'll be able to see it. You can see the hills and the small tops sticking up of the fog in front of us. So we can see that there is really a fog conditions. Well, not yet. We can trade the coffee for the connection list. Yeah, go ahead. Why don't you? Skal vi bytte kaffen mot en connection liste? En kaffe, en te. 2 kaffe og en te. Ja. Ok. Du vil ikke ha det, Frode, men du får likevel. This is a Boeing 737-500, as you understood from before, and you will see will change into a 600 or maybe an 800 next later on, and you will see there's a difference in the cockpit. We fly all the types that Scandinavian Airlines of Norway fly, and that's the 400, 500, 600, 700, and 800. So there's a lot of variety, even though the cockpit layout is fairly common. Ja. A level change. Flight level 120. Ok, og for mist så skulle vi altså ha 2.5. Og det var tilbake til Bergen, var det ikke det? Okay, our alternate today is back to where we came from. So if we cannot land in Oslo, we are returning back to Bergen. Yeah.
Hello everybody, and welcome to a couple of days of flying with Scandinavian Airlines and Star Alliance out of our Oslo base in Norway. My name is Odd Haugsbakk, and I'll be your captain on these flights that will record for you over the next days. I started my flying career in 1973 when I joined the Norwegian Air Force, and it's flying training program, and I was then selected through a selection process. I went to the United States for helicopter training, and I became a helicopter pilot in 1975. I flew with the Norwegian Air Force from 1975 then and on until I left as a squadron commander in 1988. I then had a short 1-year spell with a Norwegian air ambulance company before I joined SAS as the first officer in 1989, and I've been here ever since. I've flown in SAS, I've flown the MD-80, the Boeing 767, and now at present the Boeing 737. And I fly the 737-400s, 500, 600, 700 and 800 series. Well, the 400 and the 500 versions are what we are calling the classics, and they have a little bit different cockpit, as you will see over the next days. The cockpit setup is a little bit different from the next generation, or NG 600, 700 and 800s. Other than that, the difference is mainly in the size and the number of passengers that we carry. Within the different types, we also have different power configurations or performance configurations, but that's mainly a concern whenever you want to figure out whether you can take off or land from the different airports. In the handling, you can definitely tell whether it's a short or a long one. The 400 and the 800 is a little bit different, and especially the 800 feels more like a bigger airplane than, for example, the 500 or the 600 versions, which are the short ones. The 800 is more like a Boeing 767, as seems like a bigger aircraft, and you can really feel the weight compared to the 5 and 600s, which are then lighter and jump around a little bit more. The head-up display is in our aircraft placed on the captain's side, and we have a checkout program for it. It's on the next generation 737s that we have, the 600, 700 and 800s. That was former SAS aircraft, and they were all then mounted with head-up displays. The head-up display unit is used as a tool to give you better, what should I say, bad weather performance from the left-hand seat. You can actually take off in lower visibility, and you have a more you have a better steering guidance and better information guidance in landings in low visibility than you have without it. So it is a definite help. I use it normally all the time when it is there, because it makes the flying more precise, and you have all the information in the head-up display that you have on your primary flight display. So everything is there. It's presented in a little bit different format, but it's actually an excellent tool, and I like it very much. I know there are different views. Some captains use it all the time, like I do, when it's there. Others hardly use it at all, only when they have to. But I prefer using it. When we first got the Boeing Classics, we didn't have noise reduction headsets, and it was really noisy in the cockpit. Whereas now we are flying with noise suppression headsets, so now it's comfortable to the ears, but the noise is still there, of course.
Så flott! Vi reiser da. Ja, vi lukker, og så gjør vi oss klar. God tur! Det gjør vi. 100% left.
Cabin crew on doors, cross check.
Window heat on, pressurization mode selector open. Flight instruments.
Heading is 197, QNH is 1015, 670.
1015. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start lever.
Cut off.
Taxi takeoff briefing.
Det var completed.
MCP.
Euroflight 195 og 7000. 7000 set. Kan vi ta, hvis de er her, så tar vi det underveis, Frode.
Fuel.
Yes.
4-9 pumps on. Passenger signs on. CDU pre-flight.
Vi er 300 kilo tyngre, men så brenner vi litt på fuel, så den er grei. CDU pre-flight completed.
Takeoff speeds.
1931-38, full thrust.
31,
53, 210. Ground cockpit. Har de vært og blåst i motoren?
Ja.
Det har de! Nei, men det er så flott. Stand by.
Ja.
Ok, da spør vi.
Scanner 524 for start. Stand to 0.
Scanner 524, push and start approved.
Push start approved. Scanner 524.
Checklist.
Anti-collision light on. Doors closed. Locked. Windows.
Locked.
Checklist completed.
Brakes off. We clear the push. May we start doing push? 2 and 1. Start number 2.
Starting to.
Videre 332, request taxi. Videre 332, taxi via Lima Sierra to holding 1 LS. Lima Sierra, 1 LS, videre 332.
Klokka flytter seg.
Gjør stadig det.
Pushback ready, set brake.
Start cut out.
Brakes are on. Start number 1. Fuel on.
Checked.
Both are running nicely. You may disconnect. Thank you much for your help and see you next time.
Start cut out.
I've got 867, taxi 48 via Hotel Zulu.
Ja, hei. Det var glimrende. God tur. All right. So, we're back to a 500 again. In the foggy weather in Oslo. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Og before taxi.
Generators on. Tow-it on. MTIs on. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall.
Left side.
Check right. Auto brake RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle.
Rudder nederlandse.
Free and zero.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Cabin clear.
Received.
Checklist completed.
Very good.
Clear right.
Yes, to settle.
General 524 taxi 48.
Scanner 524, Romeo Hotel Sierra to
Romeo Hotel Sierra 48, Scanner 524.
Romeo Hotel Sierra for DIS. Og det var clear.
Clear right.
Left turn.
Check. Sett Romeo.
Ja, det ble Golf Romeo. Romeo is forward on the left hand side. Eller, er det den som er der? Der, ja. Der er Yankee, så det er Romeo der borte også. first left.
Check.
We have checked the de-icing values earlier today, so it's 35 minutes minimum.
Yes.
You can talk to the de-ice, that's fine.
332, line up 1 and left and right. Line up 1 and left and right.
Yeah. 91.
Check. It's the first.
That's the first one. Yes. Okay, the de-icing facility at the end of 19 left in Oslo. Nine and 1.
Check.
January 715 to Oslo 12045. Bye-bye.
And it's clear on the right. Always looks kind of close, these ones.
Traction 529 Romeo, line up 1 and left and right. Line up and right, 1 and left. Correction 29 Romeo.
Okay, checklist.
Okay, flaps as needed.
5.
Stabilize the trim.
All airplane nose down.
APU engine and APU engine switches off. Fuel temperature.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have stopped at the de-icing platform to remove the ice on the wings and the tail. Both sides at the same time. Very professional service here in Oslo. But then they do get a lot of practice.
Okay, back again.
Og startet var 16.07 og post 10 MPRs complete.
Thank you very much, good service. Ha det bra.
Ha det bra.
Yeah, da det 35 minutes from now.
35 and it's ABC.
Or, yeah.
So it's 3 hours.
Yeah, and 16:07, so.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, please. And a red stop bar.
You're ready to let go.
Go ahead.
Channel 54, wind south, RVR, star 700, all 3, runway 19 left, get for takeoff.
There I go, 19 left, scanner.
Clear for takeoff, sa gubben.
Heavy.
Notify. 19 left before takeoff checklists.
Left.
5 green light. 3.9 units set.
Check.
Runway 19 left. Runway compass is checked. Your controls run up first.
My controls.
Slightly down. That's fine. Well, I'm happy. Okay, yeah. Yes, go ahead. Thrust is set 86.2. 80. V1 rotates. What's the rate?
Gear up.
Gear up, so. Gears. LNAV selected. Look at this.
Top speed.
Top speed is set. Flap 1 select. Checked. Flaps up select. Flaps up, no lights.
Check.
12045, so long, scanner 524. Afternoon Oslo, scanner 524, we are 3,600 feet climbing.
Scanner 524, good afternoon, radar contact, right heading 320, climb level 9.
Right heading 320, climbing level 90, scanner 524. 320 on the heading, 90, checked. Fantastic. Yes, that's excellent. Excellent. Very good. I'm executing Osvig initially, since you're on heading select, it doesn't matter. Very good.
Flight level 90.
Yes. Climb level 190, scanner 524.
190.
Okay.
Check it.
Yes. Engine blades are on, packs are auto, landing gear is up and off, flaps up, no lights, altimeters
101385.
checked, og lights and signs are off, and engine anti-ice is off.
Thank you.
Beautiful. We did it again. Inbound Osvig, scanner 524. Thank you. Up in the wild blue yonder again. Nice. Always nice. 118.825, scanner 524. Thank you. Yeah. Hello, Oslo, scanner 524. We are flight level 140, price of 142, climb level 190 in Oslo. Flight level 300 to Navig, scanner 524.
300?
Yeah.
Navig.
Oh, holding that. Flight level 300. Too much traffic in this weather.
Yeah, then Navig.
So you are then approximately 10-15 minutes late. And we blame it on the weather. Yes. Hei. Så hyggelig jeg åpner. Had a little bit of vibration on the left, especially the left engine, and as we increased the power during the run-up, the vibrations went down. So apparently we shedded some ice there, and that's why we do the run-ups, to get rid of whatever ice then has the fan blade has picked up during taxi. And in conditions like when we took off now, you need to do that at regular intervals. It can be very tricky sometimes when the taxi or the tarmac is slippery, because then you really are not able to keep the aircraft still. So now we're flying towards Molde, which is on the northwestern coast of Norway. Fjord, mild climate, fjord environment, short runway, 1600 meters. And I think at present it's the shortest runway that we use in Scandinavian Airlines, of Norway at least. I don't know for the whole Scandinavian network, but I would suppose so. Yes, at least with a jet, yes. It's very enjoyable when you take off from conditions like we had down there, and then you come up in a clear sky like this, and you see these beautiful colors. Very, very clear. The autumn air here in Norway and Scandinavia is normally very clear of mist, and when you get up this high, it's incredible nice colors.
Very sharp contrast.
Yes.
Horizon line as well?
Yes. So it really looks, the way it looks like a stable high pressure system. But
Sure does. So it is like standard pressure?
yeah, it's a standard. So the last leg, last sector today, Frode.
Heading for a nice early afternoon or something.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me. We have pickup at tomorrow morning at 5:50.
Morgens kaffe kokt.
That's like 13 hours from now.
Pardon?
13 hours from now.
Yeah. Pre-level.
300.
Check. Checked. I don't know if you can see this on the map, but the airfield is situated also in a fjord. The approach is down into the fjord, and that's also why we have an immediate right turn. Level 120 and ready, scanner 524. That's also why we have an immediate right turn in case of missed approach, as you're flying into higher terrain. It's a very beautiful area when you have good visibility and nice conditions. It can be a lot of work when the conditions are worse than that. Yes.
Over the aircraft, forward landing.
Very good.
124.
124. Yes. Pressurization, cabin and land altitude is set. Står minus där. Fint. Recall, check left.
Check right.
Auto brake set to 3. Landing taken.
124. Minimum 448.
124 and 440. Check.
Try.
Oh. I hear you. I hear you. I've done the mountains further south. That's more my area.
Like fishing.
Scanner 524, we are descending level 127. Inbound Navy. Copy the weather 1010, scanner 524. Excellent, Carve OK, beautiful. My controls. This is one of the joys, I would say, about flying in Norway. We have so incredibly varied nature and weather situations that, you know, you go from a place with fog like we did and you come to a Carve OK situation where you have this enormous nature. And you can go from a snowstorm to a summer day and vice versa. It's, you know, any time of the year. Yes, flight level 127. 7,000 feet, 1010, scanner 524.
1010.
Yes.
7,000 feet set.
Checked. 14.
And checklist.
Yes. Approach checklist. Engine start switches continuous. Altimeters.
1010. 11.5.
Checked.
That should be Vigra, Molde.
Yes. Navy. I should check that. Let's see. We are on the 30, 10, 110 and 36 miles. Yeah, looks good. Very good. I don't know how well you can see this, Jan, in your camera, but you can see that the mountains here, they're deep valleys with mountains with snow-capped, and the valley sides, they're fairly steep. So even though the mountains are not that high, they're about, 12, 13, 14, 1500 meters, I guess. They go very steeply up from the fjord, from the water, and that makes it magnificent. Yes, set. I think I'll turn on the engine and just it is identified.
Thank you.
Loud and clear. You're looking towards the west with the camera, Jan, towards Ålesund, and if you look now towards the north, then you see where we're going, and you, in fact, you can see towards the airfield over there to the right. Yes, and that's where we'll end up.
It's gonna turn towards the east.
Very good. And we already talked about the short runway. No kisser. Or you may make a kisser, but no floating.
No floating. Short wheel landing.
Heading 030.
Heading select. Required.
Checked. Checked. Pre-level 5,000. I will. So then I'll open up the ILS as well. There is no viewer here. And I'll identify. You're below the glide. Flaps 1 selected.
Continue descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1010. You're clear to intercept.
Flaps 5 selected.
6,010, clear to intercept localizer.
Should be there shortly. Localizer coming. Localizer capture. Established on the localizer scanner 524.
Scanner 524, Roger. Ready to contact Molde information 119 95.
1995 so long, scanner 524. Molde, good afternoon, scanner 524, ILS 07.
Scanner 524, Molde, good afternoon, Roger, Mr. 7 News, wind calm, QNH 1011.
07 in use, 1011, scanner 524.
1011.
4,500 now.
Check.
I suggest you set the heading select to either straight ahead or missed approach. Very good.
Gear down.
Gear down selected. Cabin notified. Yeah, we had some tailwind, huh? 20 knots almost. Runway 3, scanner 524.
Runway 3.
Flaps 15 selected.
And I provide my
Check. Selected.
That's 40. 6 speed,
1 2. I know, should be 10. And the antenna's coming off. Okay, cabin, speed brake, landing gear, flaps, checked. $1,000. You are stabilized.
Check.
5,000 is set from mist. Speed is good. They are
500.
Still stabilized. Speed is good.
All therefore, good afternoon. Scanner 216 with you. 17 Mars. Scanner 216. Hold good afternoon. Roger. Wing calm. Remission 7 News. 30 km 1011. 1011.
Speed is good. On speed. On speed.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Heat brakes on. Good reverse. Checked. 40. Bike controls. Thank you. Excellent. Very nice.
Can I you 4 landing 5-3, backtrack in, stand number 3.
Stand 3.
Backtrack, stand number 3.
Wind 090 degrees, 4 knots, runway 070. Runway 073, scanner 2316.
Seatbelt sign off. Thank you. Again. Okay.
So, Jan, we're short of time.
Okay.
Hi. End of day.